David Brotherton, Professor of Sociology, and I'm the Chair of the Department of Sociology at John Jay College of Criminal Justice. I went to the Dominican Republic, and my goal was to hang out with groups of deportees. I did interviews with about 50 or 60, mainly men. All were legal residents. Many had spent 30 years or more in this country. Most of them saw themselves as Americans and were having a terrible time adjusting to Dominican society. The local society had rejected them for the most part. People know who you are, your history very, very quickly, even if you want to keep it a secret. Also, they're trying to change the law, but to get an official job, say in an office or in a hotel, you have to have a good conduct letter. And on the good conduct letter is stamped that you're a deportee. Many of them, not only were they separated from their children, but their children had given up on them, which was, so harrowing that they'd been in prison for 4, 5, 6, 7 years, which was bad enough, and then they were looking forward to getting out and resuming their life on some level again and seeing their children, and then to have this notion that this is forever. But I must say that no matter what their experiences are in the DR, out of the 50 that range from hardcore to whatever, none of them were particularly criminal. I mean, they weren't engaged in criminal activities there. The act of being deported, this final solution for them is that they've paid the penalty twice. That it is a case of double jeopardy. They've done their prison time. They've paid their penance to society, 5 or 6 years, and now they're going to pay it again with exclusion for the rest of their life. And this, to them, as to most of them are, it seems so as Americans who believe in a democracy, is dictatorial. This is the other way of seeing the world in America now. On the one hand, there's this sort of ultra right-wing cabal pushing us down this road, which erodes civil liberties and sets up these absurd, asinine borders that are going to be porous anyway, that swims against the global tide, that takes us to war and all this sort of thing. Right? On the other hand, it's a world of enormous possibility, of people yearning for the redefinition of freedom.